Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm kind of standing in front of a wall in a corner, and it's kind of comfy here. Gonna just scooch down right here. Sorry for the lateness of this video. School had me go on a bunch of like little field trip things, and it was kind of wild. Also, I've noticed. Hold on, my helmet, my head is poking through my helmet. I'll have to fix that. But yeah, it's been a little wild. So I got a little bit of a break, and winter break is coming up, and I've discovered that being old and in school makes it harder to keep up. So yeah, but we did a lot. We did a lot on camera. We did a lot off camera. The on camera stuff is mostly flashback stuff. I was kind of using Minecraft as a way to just relax and decompress, and kept forgetting to hit record. But I'm upgrading my storage in my PC to maybe not lose any more footage, but that'll also allow me to go ahead and just record everything and then edit it from there. So that's the plan. But for now, let's take a look at some of the stuff we've done. So this bridge is very well, pretty much it's a version of a bridge in Los Angeles. At least the, like, hold on, let me go to free cam. I don't know how to Minecraft. Okay. The exterior, like, this is very much, and also I gotta get rid of all that dirt underneath. I forgot about that. But this is pretty much a bridge in Los Angeles that is actually, hold on, that dirt's gonna bother me. Give me a sec. All right, dirt's gone. It looks so much better. But this is a version of a bridge that I used to travel across in Los Angeles, and I kind of just Minecrafted up a little bit. So this one is made of stone, and the one in the shopping district is tough. But basically the same bridge as I built in the shopping district. A little smaller, a little lower to the ground because of what I had available to me. And then, like I said, it's just kind of a reimagining of something from memory. But let's walk across it again now that I've gotten rid of all the dirt. And our starter area is almost done. And something I also forgot to kind of look at in the last episode was this. This was built by my friend Melissa from the Craftwork server. And I'm gonna do this whole little thing with armor stands right here. There's a couple right there. And kind of like work this into the lore of my town. I'll get into a little bit of that later. But this kind of works out perfect in a story that is going to connect the name of our town, Cardalin, the name of our city, to the greater world that is kind of in my head. So here's the warehouse again. I love this warehouse. It came out really good. It's a little big for what I needed, but it's gonna work out. And I've kind of done a little interior in here. Let's hop in. It's a mess. My storage is really gonna be here, so it's all gonna be shulker boxes. So this is the stuff from the Nether. This is gonna be stuff from the end. This is gonna be building blocks, and then this is going to be what's it called? Like natural stuff, right? Yeah, like natural stuff. And on the outside here, we're gonna have miscellaneous. This is gonna be stuff from the end and redstone, but this will be miscellaneous stuff. And then over here we have our smelter, which I kind of broke, so I gotta fix. And then over here, this is where I get my fuel. So hold on, everything's got, nope, that doesn't have. Let me grab do I have any back here? Let me grab a bucket of lava, which is not what I'm using for fuel. So the fuel in here, and I am getting dried kelp, which let me take some out of here because it's almost full. Right, and then let's turn it into kelp blocks. But this is what I'm using as fuel. And to facilitate the fuel, to make the fuel, I just come back here. And is there anything in here? There is not, of course. So let me turn this bone block into bone meal. Let's just feed the dispenser instead of the barrel above it. All right, let's cover this back up. Super inefficient so far. Oh, let's just hop over here, and I'm going to flip this switch real quick. Yeah. And then, so that observer is reading whenever that little kelp decides to grow up, because the dispenser is making it grow up. And whenever it grows up, it feeds it sends the dispenser a redstone signal, and the dispenser hits it with bone meal. So got a nice little loop going there. Let me throw this in here. And then it just travels up the water. Just needs to be regular water. It might stay there for a little bit, right down there. Looks like it's stuck. It's really not. It's gonna go up eventually. And then go through these hoppers into these smokers. And for these smokers, I'm just feeding them with the lava back here. All right, leaving that behind, we have our wall, which I love. We have our silos, which I think I spawn proofed. Hold on. I'm a little worried right now. Okay, that is spawn proofed. You are not. Nope. Do not enter. Dead inside. Covered bridge. Inca construction yard. Oh, I love the Inca construction yard. The first thing I built on the server was the Inca construction yard. The view here. Ooh, we got kind of a nice little view here. Joel's still there. All right, the next interior I need to work on is this. I need to work. This is going to be my interior arc. I need to work on this. And we still have all this honeycomb. And then how's the wheat doing? We're getting a lot of seeds now. We're not supposed to be getting seeds in here. Something broke. Okay, so I'm gonna have to fix that because something broke. We're not supposed to get seeds in there. Seeds are supposed to go into these hoppers here. So I will have to, I'll have to fix that. Hold on. Oh yeah, something definitely broke. So we'll fix that. And we built this. This is our XP warehouse. I don't know why our XP warehouse is a clock tower, but I like the clock tower. So we're gonna deal with it. So let's hop in here, go to the door, and this is where XP machine is. I'm gonna change up the layout of the what's this stuff called? The blocks. I'm gonna change the layout of the blocks. There should be a sword in here. Do I have it on me? Yes. So this sword is gonna go here now. It still works the same. I still have to finish just covering it up, and then down there will also be the slime farm. The slime farm. Word recollection is hard today. All my dyslexia people out there, you guys know the word, what's it called? Not word recollection, word retrieval. Word retrieval. Having issues with word retrieval today. And I don't know what I'm gonna put over here, but there will be something here. Trying to decide what I want it to be. But on this wall, I might put all my brewing stuff. Thinking about doing automatic brewing. Not sure yet. We'll see how that goes. But where I have been working the last couple days is in here, in the little factory. So I got rid of the giant, what are they called? Auto crafting machines that were taking up so much space because they didn't work for this application very much. So I used some auto crafters that are much lower to the ground, much more compact. And that's what we have here. Now, these are all going to be fed manually, which keeps a little bit of work for me to do, which is kind of what I want. I want there to be a manual component to all this. Also, the Inca Construction Union wanted there to be work to do. And then we have one auto crafter up there specifically doing our wood. So the wood is still being made. This is my shulker monster, which I have to go through and fix. Some of it's okay, some of it's really not. Most of that's okay, actually. That's okay. I might have less work to do than I thought. But it's still a lot of work. And then we have a boiler in here. This is a nice little boiler because this is a factory. We're gonna put another boiler right there once we you know, clean up that little area. I want to build another one. And I saw this cool little trick on Twitch where someone put one of these like locator compasses in an item frame. I just made the item frame invisible with the trigger command, and it looks like the pressure in the boiler is changing, which I think is really cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's fly over to the shopping district real quick, and we'll just take a look at what's going on over there. And then I have an errand to run, so we'll do that too. All right, so here at the shopping district, we have done some work. The Inca Industrial Complex has been mostly completed. This truck is going to be moving to its new home and destination. But let's cross the other bridge. So this is the other one I built. So let's take a look at this real quick. So see, it's relatively the same bridge. It's just out of tough, and it's awesome, and it's taller. And I love it. I love this bridge. But we'll go across it. And I got some stuff I got to finish over here still. So for instance, the pathway from the bridge to the stairs. These are temporary stairs. I'm going to build something much nicer. I just kind of wanted something that went up the side of the mountain so people can get up here. And then we get onto our pathway. So this is the industrial complex. We'll start with Redstone City. I might be dating myself right now, but there used to be a store called Circuit City that was so much better than Best Buy. They went out of business, but this is meant to feel like the inside of a Circuit City, which is sad and makes you want to get out as quick as possible. But so we're selling our redstone. Let's see what we got. We got a couple sales. I'll come back and get those diamonds later. Not very many sales. Wonder if everyone knows we're open. So we're selling lots of redstone blocks. We're selling all the redstone stuff. Looks like nobody wants. Oh, somebody bought an observer. Looks like nobody is really doing any redstone. All right, and then next to Redstone City is a little cafe. Now this is a temporary interior. Daisy is going to come and do the interior, but this is the interior of our potion shop. So for the potion shop, and I still haven't put anything in there, and I need more glowstone. Okay, so you'd pay here, right? But first you'd come up here, and this Inca doesn't like working here. So it's 1 diamond for 3 potions, and you have the different types of potions that are kind of like the normal ones people will make. There's some other ones to make that I'm gonna do this for, but let's take infestation. So you would take this. Okay, I gotta get it up the back. Okay, you would take that off of. I can't get off. Okay, you would take that off of the wall, and you would open it, and you would read it, and it's gonna have the recipe for the potion that you would want. So if we follow this recipe, netherwort plus stone, So I'm going to flip this. The directions for how to use this are right there. These water bottles, those are water bottles. So we'll press nether wart, and then we'll press stone. And then if I flip it again, that gives me infestation for 3 minutes. But I also want it to be a splash potion. So I'll press gunpowder. You press it in order of what it shows on the recipe. Then you flip this switch. And nope, I don't want to read that. I want to look at this. And then it starts making the potion. And then this is the XP shop. So this is Inca Incorporated headquarters. And we have a nice little lobby. I'm gonna put a water feature in here or something eventually. But here's our lobby. You can have a little seat here for a little meeting. We have a little bit of artwork over here. It's kind of awesome, kind of nice spot. Then you come up the stairs, and this is our call center, right? This is where people are going to make their phone calls to get people on board with Inca Incorporated. All right, and then let's take the elevator to the top floor. And boom, we're on the top floor. This is where you can get your bespoke and custom XP machine. So doesn't look like anyone's purchased yet, but this hasn't been open for very long. So how to place an order. Take one of the empty shulkers and place your payment inside. Use the provided book to write what options you want. When done, place shulkers in one of the chests. So these are the chests. There's no shulkers in them. These are the shulkers with a book inside. And the options are as follows. So the XP machine, it requires at least a 12 by 9 by 9 area and can be placed above or below ground. There is a selection of block pallets on display that are available to choose from. Custom pallets can be requested, but at an extra cost depending on the block or blocks. Cost for an XP machine is 64 diamonds. Custom pallet to be determined. It comes with one double chest of infestation potions. So this is the pallets that you can use right now. That's just because these are what I have on hand, very, very like in bulk. So I'll build it out of these, and then little guy right here. Texture 1, texture 2, texture 3. And we come over here because there's other options. Slime machine. This is an add-on. It will go underneath the XP machine where a large kill chamber for 4 slimes will sit. This costs an extra 32 diamonds. Includes one free double chest of potions of oozing. I might make this cheaper actually. But yeah, so this is the XP shop. And then what's kind of nice is you get a really nice view of the shopping district so far down there. Look at that. Look at that. Actually, we get a really good view if we come down here. Look at that view. Look at that view. That view's awesome. Okay, so we're gonna make some lampposts here because we need some. They're not gonna be like that, but they're gonna be similar in style. And I wanted to use copper golems as part of the lamppost design, and so I made some. And I waited hours and hours for these guys to start oxidizing. This guy was unoxidized by Joel, unfortunately. So I got to go and mess with Joel later. But so and then I discovered you can make them pretty much like pre-oxidized. Like, look at that. He's already oxidized. And boom. I waited hours, like literal hours. I even like look down here. Like I had like a whole little spot where I'd go under here so they couldn't bother me, and I'd wait like in here for them to turn it took forever. Hey buddy. Also, I didn't know these guys can go up ladders. Let me see if I can push them over. Come on. Now watch. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Don't embarrass me. Yeah. Look at them go. Okay, but I have created an army. Yes, like a literal army of copper golems, and we're going to put them in our lamppost. So let's get all these guys. Okay, I think I've collected everything I need for what I want to do. Went overkill on the copper golems, of course. So let's I need to put these in here. Let's clear out my inventory, which is a mess right now. And let's get to building some of these. Okay, so we'll start with placing down the bases. I don't want to keep it too close to everything. So what if I put it like right here? It's a little far away from there. And then we're going to cover this in the good old shelves. And then we'll go a little distance over here. I'm not really going to count anything. I'm just going to kind of place stuff. So let's put that here. Okay. And then we'll put another one like right there. Yeah, we don't need to count. No counting here. Okay, we've got all the bases down. I see you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 7, which is perfect because I have 7 pots. And I'm put a pot on top of here. So what we found is that the shelves don't let light through, but the pot will. So this is actually going to be our main light source, which means I can use any type of light source I want towards the top for like looks and stuff while still maintaining a decent level of lighting on the ground. So let's put the pots down, and then I'm going to do this, and this is going to be kind of the base. Actually, I think I want to make them a little taller. So boop, we'll put one more, and I'm going to finish that across all of them real quick. All right, now I'm going to use some dirt from some scaffolding because I don't know where my actual scaffolding is. And we're going to go, and I'll have to fix this later, but boop, boop. And then I'm on the wrong side. And then boop. Yeah, okay. Let me get rid of all that scaffolding. Actually, I'm just going to build a whole one out real quick because that sounds better. So we can at least see what it looks like. Then boop. It's cool that that covers his, like, it looks like he belongs. See, like covers his lightning rod. And then we're going to go boop. Nope, not like that. There we go. Oh, I lost that over there. I'll pick it up later. Okay, boop. And boop. I kind of want to bring it out more than one, but I think one's going to be fine. And let me get rid of the Ow. And let me just get rid of some of the scaffolding. And then I should have kept the scaffolding. All right, we'll place that there. And let's throw one of those there. And then I just need some chains, which I totally forgot. All right, we got our chains. So let's throw a chain right there. And a chain right there. I think that's gonna, yeah, it'll be low enough. And then we're gonna throw in a copper lantern. I'm gonna let this oxidize some. I just don't have it oxidized right now. And boom. And then we're gonna throw in some trap doors around the copper lantern. And again, we're gonna let this oxidize before we wax it. I just, I don't have any oxidized right now and I don't feel like waiting. Cool, that's how I want it. All right, let's do this to the other side real quick. All right, and there's our lantern. I like it. I do want to put some little bit of like change. So some of them are going to be a little less oxidized than others going across the line. But that's our lantern. And as we finish, I'm hoping, actually, no, it's not our lantern yet. Hold on. Totally messed up. Totally messed up. This. Now it's our lantern. Okay. Now it's our lantern. Okay, so we're going to do this all the way across, and hopefully by the time I'm done with those, I come back and the lightning rods and the trap doors are a little more oxidized so we can get a good look. So I'll be right back. All right, so we got them all in, and unfortunately, this one didn't start really oxidizing. So I can't really, there's no example, but it's fine. It's fine. But I'm also going to, let's do that. Ha, there we go. So but I got them all in. I think they look pretty good. I'm going to look at them from far away real quick after I unoxidize a couple of these little guys. Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. I gotta get some beeswax because I have some hidden somewhere. So that guy right there. All right, let's get our rockets and let's take a look from the billboard. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I mean, I don't like, actually, those, wait, what? Oh, entity culling. Okay. These two look pretty good. I do like them. I'll have to mess with my entity culling settings a little bit so that doesn't happen. But yeah, I think that looks really good. I like that. All right, well, that's all I have time for today. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm going to be doing something new here really soon, so I hope to see you guys there. Until then, see ya.